Hi guys, it's time for another one of those weekly videos. I actually have time to draw, so I'm going to be drawing most of the weekend, but I do have things to work on, so I may only draw 4 or 5 things, maybe. Unknown. That was weird. Anyways, so yeah, things are going good. I'm actually impressed with how well this week went. To all to all of you lovers out there, happy late Valentine's Day. I had a very interesting Valentine's Day. I asked her to go out on that day and she still hasn't answered me. It's slightly annoying, but it is okay because I really like this girl. But it's actually fun. I mean, you got the guys that like the complete. Okay, at our school we call it corruption, where you have a dirty mind, and then we call the pure ones pure-minded because they're like, we can say that's what she said, and they'll be like, excuse me, I don't understand what you mean. But the corrupted ones, they'll be like, I see what you did there. And I found the one girl that's actually the midpoint between the two. I found the one girl that's the midpoint between the two out of the whole school. I'm impressed. She has to be. I mean, okay. Every guy has his own definition of hot. My definition is if you want to impress a guy, no, girls, if you want to impress a guy, don't cake your face with makeup. That's just nasty. We don't want to kiss powder. I mean, yeah, a little lipstick and eyeliner or whatever, and a little blush, that'll be fine. Don't ask me why I know this. My mom always. Never mind. Anyways, just those, you'll be fine. But don't like, I have to hide everything. What's the point? I mean, if you do that, we're not going to see the real you, and then when we see the real you, we'll go, ooh. But if you show us just the real you, real natural you, personally, I say if you show your real self, that's more attractive than the show that you put on in a certain area. Sorry, itch. Anyways, like I said, I'd rather have. Okay, no. You put two girls in front of me. One girl with the finest body out of the whole world, and her face is caked with makeup. And then you got the girl no with no makeup, average body, average body in general, and then you got the hottest body and the average body. I'll go for the average because I'd rather kiss her and not breathe in makeup. And for all you guys who date the girls with their faces caked in makeup, I feel so sad for you. I feel so sad for you. And here's the thing, girls, when you're pissed off, don't be like, if you knew me, you'd know what I'm pissed off about. We're guys. Okay. Some guys, not, this is not being, uh, this is not being, a gay hater or anything, but most guys that actually would know what was wrong with you are probably gays because they understand that way of thinking. And I'm not meaning that in a mean way. I'm actually saying that they are probably smarter than us in certain areas, and everyone's smart in their certain area, and that goes for everyone. Women are smarter in certain areas, and men are smarter in certain areas. Everyone is equal on knowledge. I don't care if one person says, if I don't know this, I'm gonna ask someone, what is this? What does this mean? What does this mean? And if they're like, haha, you're stupid for not knowing it, I don't care. It's everyone has the same equal amount of knowledge. But here's the thing: if you, no, I'm not gonna go into a rant. Anyways, everyone's equal. Doesn't matter race, sex, whether you're homo or heterosexual, hell, even bi. I mean, I think I have more bi friends than I do straight friends, and it doesn't surprise me, and it really doesn't matter to me, because personally I'd rather have a bi person than a straight person who hates gays, because that's just annoying. I mean, if I ever met a gay hater, I'd ask him, why do you hate them so much? Is it just the fact that he goes against what you do, or you just hate him because he's different from you? And that's where all hate comes from, is because one person's different from another. And if everyone just dropped their self-centeredness, I think we'd actually find a moment of world peace. Because the reason why we have all this hatred is because you got the high class. Okay, I'm gonna use. Fuck, I can't use an example. I can't think of an example. Say a poor man and a rich man. They're both equal. I mean, physically they may be different physically, but mentally they both have the same capabilities. One more born. There's no difference. I mean, yeah, there could be the kid that gets sick early on, and then the kid that's like healthy through his whole life. But they're both equal up here. And I don't understand why people well, okay, I was put into a special education learning because I could not sit still, and if it didn't interest me, I could not, like, here's me in middle school during a class I really didn't care about. Yeah, jot notes down, so on and so forth, and I could just look at those notes and pass every test with a B or C. That's how it works. I mean, the way I learn is I learn visually and physically and hands-on, which is why I'm also doing the mechanics class, because if I could just watch it and learn it, I'd be watching videos of mechanics instead of doing it. But personally, I'd say it's better hands-on rather than just eyes in a textbook or eyes on a video. I mean, yeah, history and math, you can't really like do that hands-on, you have to write it down, but still. So, like I said, this weekend I'll probably have 4 or 5 pictures done, and hopefully by this next week I'll have a girlfriend. Woo-hoo. So yeah, hopefully things will go well. Damn it, this is just like my speech. I epically failed my speech. I was all ready to just be like, yes, I can do this. I get up there. I speak out my whole speech. I basically say what I want to say, and then I was done in 2 minutes. That speech had to last 4 minutes or 5. Crap. I was screwed. I couldn't say anything. I basically explained what I wanted to say, and I'm like, I froze up because I had to put things in there that, for most of my speeches, I improvise them, as you've seen in my videos. I improvise everything I say, I just come up with them on the spot. And when it comes to putting things in that I have to, like for this speech, we have to have three let's just call them invoices from several people. Like for my speech, one of the invoices is the fact that 68.7% of Americans do not go to college, says the Bureau of Labor. And by me having to force things in, I can't, like, it doesn't come out naturally. And that's where most of my speeches come from. They're just like naturally flows out. It's just like, yes, this feels right. And then me forcing things in, it's just like, why? Well, I hope your days have been good, and only thing I request on this video, no, not request, I demand, if you're gonna watch this video, give me something to draw. I can draw plenty of things like I want, like this over here. I could draw that. I could draw anything I want. I want to draw something that you want. I want to not only draw something I want to draw something that you want, the viewers. I want to do something and say, these are my viewers and this is what I can do for them. So if you post any like, I want this drawn or something like that, I'll look it up, or you can send me a message with a picture or whatever you want, or whatever you want drawn. Just tell me what you want drawn, and I'll try and draw it. I will not try. I will draw it, but it will be drawn in, like I said, well, my own version of it. And then if you say this and this aren't the way I want it, you can tell me like the details that you want changed on it. Sorry, this is a new shirt I'm trying to wear in and all that. And if you want any specific details, just write them along with the picture that, well, with something that you want drawn. And if it's a character, tell me the scene you want behind it, because I will try and do scenery behind it. And that's really all I have to say. Oh yes, and bad things happened a couple days ago. I got the new DMCs and all that. Well, not the new DMC, but I got Devil May Cry 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 3, I put the disc in and played it, and it said too much data on the memory card. Automatic wipe. Wiped almost all my data. It didn't wipe the Devil May Cry 1, Devil May Cry 2. It didn't wipe those datas. It wiped some of the Persona 3 and some of the Persona 4 too. That pissed me off. I was unbelievably pissed. So I will do videos where I'm from on my main Persona 1 and, oh no, I didn't do a Persona. Damn it. I will do a main video where I'm at on Persona 3 and have it start there, because that's where I'm going to be starting again. And tell me if you want a tell me what games you want on here. If I do have the time and I do have the money, I will see if I can get those games on here. And if you want a specific character from one of those games drawn, tell me. And thus I leave you with this word of advice. Do not judge the person by the way he acts at first, because just like in college, you get there, everyone's gonna be like, oh, I'm the good kid, I'm the good kid, I'm the person you want to hang out with most. And then you meet him a couple months later, he's like, oh, he's a douche, I can't believe I wanted to hang out with him. And you're like, why didn't I know that sooner? Wait a couple weeks before you make that judgment. Say, get to know everyone. Don't just walk into a room and be like, oh, that person looks cool, I'm going to talk to him. No, go out and say, hi, 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 hi. Make it your goal to I mean, on the the weekends are an exception, because I don't do anything on the weekends except I draw. The only thing I do is draw, so I can't really go up to a person and shake people's hands. But my personal goal is to shake 10 people's hands every day for that day. And try and make that your goal too, because you'll meet so many more people. Because just on the California trip to California, I met two people with one guitar, and I met this ex-Marine and this mother and her child. They were all great people. I mean, I thought I was gonna go into California and be like, no one likes me, I'm the loser of the group. No, everyone just went, hi, we're accepting you into our state. You're become a new friend. I'm like, this is awesome, I love it. And my state, Colorado, isn't the most social of, well, I can't say it isn't the most social. Yeah, it isn't the most social. It's just like, hi. And then for high school, you want to know how we say hi? Or like that. That's how we say hi. It's just like, nudge up, nudge down. That's how we say hi. It's annoying. I want to prove that I am not the kid locked behind doors anymore. I want to go out. This is my junior year. I'm going to cut loose. I'm done holding back. For 2 years, I've held back. I've held back everything. I mean, I've had crushes on girls that I've never told, and they've ended up with like 3 different boyfriends, and it's just like, fuck, why didn't I go out with her? Time to cut loose. Fuck it. High school, college, go exploring. Let yourself go. Explore what you want to do with in life. Explore life in general through high school and college. And when your parents say, "Oh, parties are bad," parties are different from then and now. I mean, yeah, there are the occasional parties where it's drinking and all that, but it's you who makes the choice to drink or not to drink. And then you get the people that are like, "Dude, you're goody two shoes if you don't drink." Yeah, I've had my fair share of rum, beer. Ugh, God, that was disgusting. And wine. I've had my fair share. I drank on New Year's Eve, so on and so forth. But you go out and explore. That's what makes life fun. If you go out and explore, you'll meet so many new people, and you'll explore life in itself. If you just go out and explore life itself, you'll be amazed on the people you'll meet, the life friends that you'll make. Most of your life friends are probably not the people in high school. They're probably going to be the people in college that you roommate with and then you spend every day with. And here's the thing, don't spend every day in the same group. If you do that, you're just like, okay, no. This is because one of my girlfriends broke up with me because this bitch said I was creeping on her. Back in middle school, I had a girlfriend. Let's call her Shauna. Let's call her Shauna. I would always hang around her and all that, and then we were like, you know what? I took her to the dance, and I'm like, you know what? You want to go out? And she said, sure. And we'd always just like walk together and all that, and then this girl, Sammy. Let's call her Sammy. She's always hanging around with her too, and then she's like, oh, you're a creeper, you're a creeper. I'm like, I just hang around her because I want to talk to her, but you're hanging around her too much. And until high school, it never clicked to me because in middle school, I was always the kid that's in the back of the classroom, silent, doing his work, reading a book, or drawing. Doing any one of those. I was always the kid that would just be like, I don't care. And I hung around my own groups, it's true. And then, because of her, Shauna, sorry, I'm trying not to use her real name, said, oh, we're getting into fights now because I'm with you, and now we need to break up. And it's just like, fuck, this is not my fault. This is her fault. And she was around the corner. That was fucking creepy. That was more creepy than what I did. I mean, I'd always hang around her, but I'd always be out in public, like, next to her, not around the corner, smiling and cackling as she broke up with me. But I'm like, okay, it's your choice. And I just left it as that. And then she comes up and talks to me later like I didn't see her. Oh, that was a fun conversation. I call her out on it, and, well, lo and behold, calls me a lying bastard. I don't care. I'm just stating what I saw. And then we got back together as friends, and then broke up again. Again, middle school, high school, those aren't where your true friends are going to be. I mean, yeah, you're going to keep your friends through those times, but they're not going to be like your best friends. Like, you can call and be like, hey, you want to go out? Yeah, some of those friends you can do that, but that's because those people are always looking for a party to go to because their life is boring. And I personally wanted to go to at least 2 parties, 2 in my senior year and 2 in my junior year. If I could go to those, hell, I'll be happy as hell. And personally, I'm just glad I'm out of my anti-social circle. So now my personal goal has always been shake 3 people's hands every day. Now it's going to bump up to 10. And I want you to try and do that too, because the more social you get, the more amazing people you'll meet. And that's the advice I leave you with. Goodbye.